Cyrodiil is a massive sprawling area in the Elder Scrolls series. It is the open-world PvP zone in the Elder Scrolls Online, where huge army versus army fights happen, but buried out in the wilds of Cyrodiil are Easter eggs carefully hidden among the beautiful scenery of this PvP zone. Located at its center is the Imperial City, cut off from the rest of Cyrodiil, under siege by Molag Bal and his Daedra army, where even more secrets are hidden. Today, I'm going to be showing you my favorite Easter eggs and secrets from two of my favorite zones in the game. I will include map locations in case you wish to go seek out these secrets for yourself. Deep under the Imperial City are the Imperial Sewers. If you head towards the Daggerfall base from the center where Molag Bal spawns, you will eventually come to an area called the Lambent Passage. As you enter from this side, look up to your right on the wall. There are shelves arranged in a certain pattern and barrels. It resembles something. Look closely for a minute. Did you get it? It's a reference from the old school arcade classic Donkey Kong. It's probably my favorite Easter egg in the sewers. Here is the exact location of the Easter egg on the Imperial Sewers map, if you'd like to visit it for yourself. Heading above to the Nobles District, you will come to a door called Improvised Garrison. Within the door, there are a bunch of NPCs huddled inside that go with the questline for the district. One of these NPCs is named Captain Cowdex. The word Cowdex is actually Latin for blockhead. I think whoever named this character had an affinity for Latin. There are 3 Zivkin polymorphs that you can purchase, all costing 250,000 Telvar. If you equip one of the polymorphs on a Templar character and do the healing ultimate, you can hear your character chanting in Zivkin, the language of those Daedra walking around in IC. Listen closely. If you happen to equip one of these polymorphs with a cheerful personality and do the command idle too, you're in for another creepy surprise. Listen again. Monty Python was a popular comedy group in the 70s. Their humor was rather absurd and strange. There's a sketch called Mr. Creosote that involves a lot of throwing up. I won't play it here due to copyright. In the Imperial Sewers, there is also a boss called Creosote, a rather large ogrim, which is a reference to the character in the skit. He throws up a lot of fire AoEs over the ground. You can find him on the AD side of the sewers, close to the Barathrum Centrata where Molag Bal spawns. In Elder Scrolls III Morrowind, there is an item called the Scroll of Icarian Flight that increases the acrobatics of the reader by 1,000 points, making it possible for them to jump several hundred feet in the air, and will likely kill them in the process. If you go north between Dragonclaw and King's Crest Keeps, up in the snow-covered part of Cyrodiil, next to these gargoyle statues, you can find a special note. Still recovering from prior incident with the device. Some adjustments need to be made, obviously. More magicka is needed, much more, along with a better method of forcefully channeling it into an upward movement. And next time I hope to land in the water. Nothing great has ever been accomplished without setbacks and pain. And what goal could be greater than this? They laughed when I shouted, "From Nirn to Aether and back!" from the rooftops, but I will have the last chortle. It is more than a motto to me, it is my life's quest. It can be done, and I will do it. Every trial takes me one step closer. Tomorrow's attempt will be the breakthrough. I feel it in my bones. I sense the stars aligning in favor of my quest. My name will be recorded in the scrolls of history. And well, he was kind of recorded in history. Because if you go to this island over here, you can plainly see that the person using the scroll didn't quite ever make it into the water. Chalman Keep is a place of real estate often fought over by DC and EP players, but inside there is a very special tribute. If you go all the way to the back flag and look for the book on the pedestal, it describes a battle that some of the older beta players will call the Chalamo. This is a reference to a particular battle in the game's beta where the devs battled the players in a fight for Chalman Keep. The text reads as follows. Those who stood at Chalman Keep, gather round, proud warriors all, silent now and standing tall. Bow your heads to those who sleep beneath the ground at Chalman Keep. The flames of war seared the land, crushing all with brutal hand. Dominion soldiers sought the throne, Chalman undaunted stood alone. Foes thundered over sword, death neared for all, swift and hard. Defenders stood upon Chalman's wall, warriors brave, covenant heroes all. Forward came the Dominion hordes, with arcane spells and gleaming swords. Walls shook to siege engines' roars, rams thundered upon keep doors. The outer doors fell to the invaders' barrage, in the courtyard elves and Khajiit charged. The inner door, too, gave when assaulted. O'er bodies, rubble, the attackers vaulted. The defenders made their might felt. Spells flared forth, death was dealt. Fury rained upon invaders' heads, till Khajiit and elves were all dead. No time to rest, no time to heal. Doors and breaches they all must seal. All was repaired, the damage undone, as another deadly assault was begun. Once again, fierce battle was fought. Death was granted where it was sought. Entropy rose inside the keep, swept over all, piled the bodies deep. Again the bloody tide receded, Dominion foes once more defeated. Orc and Redguard and Breton remained, proud survivors of Chalman Keep again. Dominion warriors attacked once more, in numbers far greater than ever before. They battered aside the weary defenders, stopped in only the innermost chambers. Into the apes the heroes were hounded, Dominion victories cries loudly sounded. Then chaos erupted as the pact swept in, seeing their enemies' forces worn thin. Caught between fierce anvil and hammer, Elf and Khajiit died in brave manner. Only pact and covenant soon remained. Then the defenders cleared the field again. A breath, a pause, a brief respite. The covenant cause now truly desperate. A final assault on the Dominion did mount, a massive wave, too many to count. Determined to conquer, refusing to desist, the Dominion force impossible to resist. The defenders resolved to fight the last. No blow was wasted, no spell shoddily cast. One by one the gallant warriors fell. Breton, Redguard, and Orc did well. Their lives given up for Chalman Keep, the rest forever in honored sleep. Dominion banner rose over the hall. A Dominion emperor ruled over all. Peace came to Chalman, damage repaired. Attackers dispersed. The other sites they fared. That emperor was gone, his reign long past. What remains of this day, what of it lasts? Just the display of courage in the final stand of those who stood and died at Chalman. Within this Easter egg are two more Easter eggs if you read closely. The line on the second page, Entropy rose inside the keep, is a reference to the guild, Entropy Rising, who was a big influence in the beta and carried on to the live launch of the game. They were a large guild in Aldemary Dominion. On the third page, No blow was wasted, no spell shoddily cast, is a reference to the YouTube channel Shoddycast, who do a lot of lore videos and videos on various Bethesda titles, so this is likely a reference to them as well. So here's your Easter egg within an Easter egg Easterception. In the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion, there was an area called the Cloud Ruler Temple near Bruma in Cyrodiil. It was home to the Blades and built by the Akaviri Dragon Guard. But did you know you can visit this temple in the Elder Scrolls Online? It's not officially marked on the map, but from the top of Dragonclaw you can see that the anchor is plaguing this poor temple. Head towards Bruma, and then up a path covered in Daedra, and there is a temple. Sadly, you cannot get inside as Molag Bal and his minions have pulled up this temple from the very ground. Here's a map location in case you'd like to take a trip to the temple for yourself. West of Sejanus are oil-covered fields with the bones of unfortunate mammoths strewn about. If you hang out here long enough, a lost ghostly soul in barbarian armor will appear and take a stroll through the oil. This could be a reference to the Headless Ghost from Skyrim, but I personally don't know the origins. If you guys have any ideas about this, please let me know in the comments below. Again, here is the map location if you want to check out this spooky secret in Cyrodiil. Near the Ebonheart Gate lies a delve called King's Crest Cavern. Outside of this delve is a rather peculiar Khajiit. She seems to be staring intently at something, but when you look at her painting, you can't see anything. Having a talk with her is just as strange.
It's finished. My masterpiece. What do you think? Be honest now. I ask for honest. You give me ridic. Silly. Can't you see the colors, the beauty? Look beyond the canvas to the things beyond. Bah, you're too much for it. It will never understand you, I think. What? I heard what you were thinking. You were thinking that you are drunk. I agree. Now go away.
If you fought for the Ebonheart Pact, then you have likely encountered Grand Warlord Zimron. But did you know that this character is based off of Brian Wheeler, the lead PvP designer? His faithful dog Link even made it into the game. Thank you guys so much for watching. This has been one of my favorite videos to make so far. If you have found any Easter eggs in the game, comment below and let me know. I want to give a special thank you to Beerbong Jin, Obscure, and Zimran for helping me on this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it so I know. If you want to keep up with me, all my socials are listed down below. I also have a Discord where you can come hang out and chat about the game. Link is also in the description. Stay derpy, and I will see you in Tamriel.